If you enjoyed the video, please check out dendem.com, which will take you to my Facebook page, where I share Magic comics, memes, and other videos I've done. Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing in the Hooglandia Open. It's a historic open, and I'm going to be playing a mono black or colorless ramp deck. I'm going to put the deck on the upper left-hand side, and let's get into our games. You see how we did. Okay, our opponent is on a Gruul aggro deck. So I'm going to get down this tome as quickly as possible so we can hopefully gain some life before they can kill us. We have 2 Extinction Events, so I don't think we're going to want that too. We kind of need a little more action. Ooh, they're applying the pressure. Yeah. Now that'll give us a Mind Stone. Main phase, play this. Yeah, so this is actually going to make me regret not keeping the 5-drop Wrath. It was only going to be good if we happened to have Mind Stone on the top, and there was no guarantee of that. We needed a 2-mana ramp spell to get us to 5, so that we just didn't die to all this. Ugh. But that was a gamble I was not willing to take. There's only 8 mana rocks in the deck that we could have hit. It just wasn't worth it. So let's bottom this. We can drop the... what's the Spire? We'll get the mana from the Spire. We can save the Aether Hub mana just in case we do later on get the 5 mana Wrath spell again. Now we just need to decide if we want to go with odd or even. I'm thinking odd? Yeah, get rid of Ferocidon. If we go with even, the only payoff is if they have Spellbreak. So that we could have gotten them all together. So let's play our Extinction Event. And hope we are not dead. Actually, let's just get our card here and gain the life. Give us a chance. So we're going to just need some cheap artifacts off the top. Gain some life back. Oh no. Well, looks like we're super dead. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We didn't hit an artifact that we could cast. So we're not going to be able to gain any life. I'm just going to make him think we have something. And then we'll scoop it up and concede. And then we quit. Okay, I put in some spot removal and took out the Extinction Event and added in another one of the Shadow's Verdict, so we have 3 in there now. That's definitely a higher payoff card for playing against their deck. We have a little bit of ramp to get us to the Forsaken Monument. We don't have any board wipes. Just kind of have to dodge braids and such. Yep, that's a good one. If we can get to it. So let's get our idol down. That's the Abrade we didn't want to see. I guess we're going to play the Guardian Idol play again. So, the Blast Zone, get the Idol down. Now, we don't have a second black for Shadow's Verdict. And it does not matter. Rexage hits our Idol. And then our face gets smashed in. Oh, well, we weren't going to get the black anyway. Let's draw a card. No. Wait, see what they're doing, and then draw a card. Oh, I misclicked. I went too fast. I don't think it matters, though. We're getting destroyed here. So let's try this again. We would have had a Mind Stone in hand. And that would have changed absolutely nothing. And this would have been our, yeah. Get out of here. My verdict. Oh, Ugin's so close. Play Monument. I guess I'll just draw the card. Yep. Down to 4. Okay. Oh, no. That's such a good hit. Yep. Bye-bye, Monument. Well, there goes our chance. I think... I don't think it matters whether we draw or scry here. It lets us go one card deeper than the chance that we might actually be able to wipe the board. Let's go for it. Get the life. Draw a card. And draw a card. Another Ugin. And Ugin is 1 turn off. Opponent will swing for 7 minimum. If they have another play, we're done. So I'm just going to leave the mana up so that we can use the Blast Zone on the Llanowar Elves, but I don't really know what we're doing after that. Now we're dead on board. I guess we will blow the Blast Zone, get rid of the Llanowar Elves, and then we will be at 1. Which means we're dead on the next turn. So, let's activate this. Heal that elf. Go to 1. And he has a friend. And the third Ugin. Thank you, Eugene. You did nothing. Okay, I feel like the next one's going to go better. We're just going to win outright. This time we're playing against a Jund control deck. I think we're favored in that. Our main hurdle is going to be dealing with their Thought Seize, just taking away our mana rocks and slowing us down. Also, our Wrath spells aren't going to really have much in the way of targets. This would be the aforementioned discard spells. They went for the payoff. Let's get the idol down. You get some life. Play another idol. They're also running Assassin Trophy and Maelstrom Pulse. We only have 2 swamps in the decks, and one of them is in our hand, so if they Assassin's Trophy something, we only have a card once. And that'll clear off both of our idols. That'll knock us back a bit. I guess we'll just gain some more life. Yeah. Wait till the end of their turn to draw, so that we don't lose it to discard. And then on our upkeep, we can decide whether we want to scry or draw another card. And they're just passing here? Nope. Looks like they want to use the duress mode on that. So let's try here. Inventors Fair, I don't think we want. So, draw. Oh, I'd rather have that than the Inventors Fair. It made sense to run out the Elizabeth Nightmare on their part because they don't really have any targets to hit with it. Sorcery speed removal of small threats does not do anything against us. They get the verdict, which was not going to do anything on them. Let's get our second swamp. So we're at 6 now. Oh. Tome's good. Let's play that out. Next. Now we just need to start refilling our hand. See if they have removal for one of these tomes. Meaning the new one, as opposed to the old one. Yeah, looking like it. Yep. So, let's roll a card on the one that's about to be destroyed. And let's draw the card with the other one. Get our life. Up to 28. Pick up a Mind Stone. So... get in. After we drop our Aether Hub, we will be at 10 mana, and we can cast anything in our deck. Speaking of anything in our deck, we'll hit the 2 castles with this. Get out of here. Cool. I cut the board wipes and I put in the Thoughtseize. I'm probably going to lose a bit of this to discard, but I think this is a keep. Let's start the blast zone. Thoughtseize me. I guess they didn't want to lose to that again. No. Bet they're gonna wish they could have taken the Thoughtseize. So I think we'll take a turn off here and Thoughtseize them. Or we could just play them. Actually, yeah, I like this. I'm going to assume they're not going to Thoughtseize this a second time in a row. And next turn, we can drop the Mind Stone and Thoughtseize them. Let's do our Scry. Karn, I think you're going to go to the bottom here. You're just a little too slow. I want the card draw, but you would be better 3 turns from now. Draw our card. Go to main phase. Drop. Put that. Let's get the Thoughtseize down. I think we want the Maelstrom Pulse because it's removal without giving us a land. If they decide to Assassin's Trophy us, at least we're going to get a land for it. And we have none of the swamps in our hand for a change. Mind Stone. And pass. Rolling Vortex, I like that. That's pretty good here. I definitely would have boarded it against us. They know we have the Golos, so if we decided to try to cast cards off Golos, this would just do us, oh, so much damage. And then over turns, we just get pinged to death, and they can prevent our life gain. Just all around a really good card. Put the Blast Zone at the bottom. I think here we're going to want to play the Hedron Archive. Something here is going to end up getting Assassin's Trophy. Just wait and see when he decides to pull it off. Get the Idol down. And then he's holding that Murderous Rider all over us, which is just going to take out Ugin when we finally can drop him. Ew. That looks good to me, but ugh. We need a little more. Oh, that's much better. As much as I would have liked to be able to Thoughtseize them, having the Ugin here pressures them to get rid of one of their removal spells. And we'll still be able to make a 2/2, which ultimately will hopefully get us a card. So, you gonna use it on Ugin? Thank you. Oh.
Secrets manifest before you.
A little more ping. And we have Ugin mana now. Okay, draw our card. And we got another land. So, I guess it's okay to run out Ugin now. Let's bolt them. Ah, that's right. They still don't have green mana. I'd taken note of it earlier and forgot to mention it actually out loud. Yep, now they have the green mana. So, here, I have to figure out the mana, make sure we're tapping correctly, but I think what we're going to do is sacrifice our desert to put 2 -1/-1 counters on the Murderous Rider, which will make it a 0/1. That way he can't gain life when we decide to attack. Then we can swing in with our Idol and our 2/2. So let's get this here. Sacrifice our desert. And now we need to animate our Idol. Need to make sure I leave black mana to Thoughtseize them afterwards. Okay, here we go. Cool. Now let's swing in for lethal. They have to block. And let's see if the Thoughtseize will bring about a concession. Think we want the Cindervines here. If he does anything else, he's just dead. The Cindervines lets him kill one of our attackers. So let's get rid of that. Yep. Cool. Okay, we're on the play. This round we're playing against a red token stack. It's looking to put tokens into play and then to exile those tokens to reveal cards until you get like Terror of the Peaks and Ulamog. Very scary. So you just have to keep them from comboing off. So here we'll want to play one of our Mind Stones. Get our ramp on. Mind Stone. Now, before this event, I was testing with a friend of mine, and he's running a similar deck to this, but he is not running Chandra. I can see how this would be powerful, because it just lets you spit out tokens every turn, so you'll have targets for your payoff spell. So we can't simply just wrath his creatures to keep them off the board. He's just going to keep being able to make more. Gonna have to keep that in mind. So, I'm gonna probably want to get the Forsaken Monument here. And probably follow up with Ugin with the intention of exiling Chandra, depending on what he decides to do. And he's gonna get a dwarf. Oh. Okay. What you got? Well, that X is going to be 0, so that's not a problem. This will give you another token, so That's not too bad. Or for them. Not good for us. Resolves. They're gonna get some more tokens?
They're so cute.
Yeah, sure they are, Chandra. We have enough mana here. I think we're going to wipe out these tokens and then start making 2/2s of our own. Because they can at least block the elementals. So do this, and now we can wipe out the creatures with an Extinction Event. And just tap the... Actually... Yeah, we're just going to use the Extinction Event. Because he's got no other pressure, let's just get rid of the Chandra, and then next turn we can start making the 2/2s.
Don't have enough squares right now.
That treasure gives on the target. Oh, Ugin. Well, I think I want to draw a card here. That's not a very helpful card. So... Pass. They're still digging for their payoff. Still digging. I'm going to put 2 tokens on here, or 2 counters. Just so it can deal with the Chandra. Oh. That's at least a creature we can start swinging in with. I think we might want to crack the Mind Stone here. We have so much mana. Oh, my friend. Let's cast Ulamog, and I'm going to target the 2 treasure tokens. Right? We want the treasure. Because he needs the targets to be able to get cards out of his deck. If he just has lands, he can't do anything. So this will force him to spend a turn making the tokens, and hopefully give us enough time to swing in and get a lot of cards out of his deck. He put his thinking cap on. Trying to see what he has left. Yep, all he's got is token. And he's got more tokens. What you hit? Nice. That would have actually been scary had he been able to target 3 creatures. So... Terror of the Peaks is odd. So we can use Extinction Event on odd. And then swing in for 12. And then again, hopefully he doesn't have enough cards left in his deck to hurt us. We don't have enough mana to do that. Boom. Nice. Now, I put in the Thoughtseize and just dropped a couple of different one-of cards. The thing to keep in mind, Grafdigger's Cage will not stop the opponent's deck because the cards get exiled before they get brought into play. And Grafdigger's Cage only stops cards from coming from either your deck or the graveyard. So, this looks good. We have plenty of Thoughtseize, but we have no way to cast them, so that's going away. Yeah, not happening. Fine. We're gonna bottom one of these. And this. Honestly, Radiant Fountain doesn't help very much, because if we're losing, we're going to lose by miles, not inches. So, Inventors Fair. We got Dinosaur. Guardian Idol. I think we will use our Extinction Event here. Even.
Anyone need a match? They're so cute.
Ooh, Thoughtseize, cool. So let's put the Mind Stone down, and then we can Thoughtseize them and see what they got. Well, they didn't have the combo, so let's get rid of the one that makes treasure tokens. While the other cards will let him dig deeper, they don't give him the targets for his spell. So we want to keep as many of those off the board as we can. mean, we can just get it
I like to
anyway.
think on my feet.
Using Chandra. Oh. Well, at least Chandra's open to attack here. And we get to Thoughtseize whatever he managed to find. Oh, poor opponent. And he found it. Let's animate our idol. And smack Chandra.
Consider this bridge burned.
I'm good with that. Ugin or Golos? Token me.
Alone to guide you. Truth lies beyond vision.
Trying to determine how we want to sequence our play here. We want to attack, we want to activate Ugin, and I would really like to play Golos so that we can start activating him. Just picking what order to do all this in. Let's get into our attack. And let's Ugin.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Now. Maybe just get rid of their creature. Sacrifice this. And we'll just play Golos next turn. No blockers to get in our way. We still have an Ugin to deal with whatever he can resolve, as long as it isn't like 5 Terror Peaks. I mean, no exaggerating here, but feels like that once they all resolve.
Today's
Oh,
my lucky day.
Chandra. Nice. Chandra into Chandra.
Andra, you need more control. Let me study, focus. I just want to burn stuff already.
Just ignore any sounds you hear in the background. My wife is talking to her fish. My wife really likes talking to her fish. Nice! Okay, Ugin, clean up this mess, please.
I am out of here. I'm burnt out.
And let's make another guy.
Secrets manifest before you.
And I think our opponent's done. Good games, they really were. Excellent. Moving on. Our opponent is on elves. This hand is too slow to beat elves. This is a little closer to what we want to take care of those dirty, pointy-eared buggers. Gonna bottom Ugin here. War Master. Let's get our Mind Stone down. Missed. And maybe we may be playing an Extinction Event next turn. Let's see what they decide to do. Now the question is, if we want to Extinction Event, are we getting rid of the Archdruid or the War Master and his token? I don't feel like we can just give them another turn. Because this turn we want to Extinction Event and then follow up with Forsaken Monument on our next turn. So I think we're going to want to go with even. An Archdruid by himself is not scary. But with two of those, he's a little scary. Oh, could really use another Extinction Event. So, let's get our land down here. It really doesn't matter which one. And get a Forsaken Monument. Opponent's tanking. I think they were trying to think whether we had the board wipe or not. And oh, actually it didn't matter. They just destroyed us. What the? They were just counting their manas. Okay, I put in our maximum amount of board wipes and stuck in the Grafdigger's cages to deal with their Cocos. I want to have this verdict in our hand, but there are no mana rocks to accelerate us. Here we have a mana rock and 2 board wipes. I'm happy with that. And we have the double black to be able to cast the verdict later. So, I'm liking this, yes. Let's drop the Scavenger Ground. Mind Stone down. I think we're going to put this on odd. I don't want them to be able to Coco next turn. What they'll do is float the mana, we'll resolve our spell to wipe the board, and then they will just Coco afterwards. Can't have that. So now they've committed more to the board. And we can just make them regret their life decisions. Even! Bye-bye everything. Real glad we took care of those elves. Yeah. they're a little slow on their land, so those getting rid of their mana dorks really helped. I think we'll let them set up a little more this time. War Master is good. Yeah, Sentinel's fine. Now we can Shadow Verdict and get rid of everything. Thank you for dropping 2 even creatures. Let the dinosaur. Now with this we have 10 mana, which is enough to cast our Ulamog. But... okay, that's just a guy's cradle, right? Yep. And they left up enough mana to activate their dinosaur. Yep, take 3 here. Yep, let's draw a card. Sacred Monument's nice. That'll be something he'll definitely want to get rid of with the Parasidon. And they're being smart and keep leaving up the 1 mana. So, let's crack our archive. Draw 2 cards. We have to have an answer here. There it is. And a verdict on top of it. Oh, that's just nasty. But I think we'll just do Ugin. Play Ugin, -3, And if he is able to muster any type of defense at that point, then we can follow it up with a Verdict next turn. 1, 2, 3. You may have it.
Return to the essence of the multiverse.
Put 2 counters on this. Decline. Oh, and a Grafdigger's Cage. Oh. Everything's coming up, Ugin. Verdict. And bolt the face. That was enough. That was a really good game. Yeah, I don't think we want any changes. Yep. Mulligan down to 5. Fountain? Yeah, I feel for you. Oh, and a 1-lander. Oh, I am so sorry. They found their second land. And we need that land. Draw that. Player land. And we will pass here? Yeah. We need one more land, so we will draw a card and scry. All their decent cards right now are 1-drops. So, a Extinction Event on Odd. Ooh. I guess we're only going to get to do one or the other. Draw a card. Thank you. Now we get to hit the Rex Sage, the Shepherd, and the Dork. Now, we can't use the Spire of Industry because we don't have an artifact. So we're just going to be using the Aether Hub to produce the black mana. Odd. Now we need to get an artifact in play because we do not have black mana. And to cast either of these verdicts, we need 2 black mana. Yep, that's... Well, that'll give us our second black mana. Now we just need to get one of these artifacts in play. So the choice is either the Monument or the Archive. I think we'll go with the Monument because that'll actually let us just play Ugin. So, let's see if they can Rex Sage us. Nope. But they're going to get to draw some cards. Now let's wipe out their elves and that silly squirrel. Ugin, please? Ugin. Is that right? Yeah, we can actually do this too, can't we? So let's play the Hedron Archive. Get some life, and Now we can play Ugin. And we'll have 1 mana left over. A little extra change. -4. Goodbye, squirrel.
You are too dangerous to roam free.
I can imagine from our opponent's point of view, this is going to be super tilting. We've just had so many board wipes this game. All of these games. So, all these go down, and then we go up on black. Submit. Verdict. And then we bolt their face. And then if they can rebuild their board, we get to do it again next turn. And a big 5/7 Golos. I guess Barrens. That'll let us get in our damage. Ooh. So, bolt their face.
Consider this a warning.
Animate our Barrens. Down to 7, player stone, and we got this closed up next turn. And the final verdict in the coffin. Submit. Goodbye, everybody. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Okay, this round we're against a Sky Noodle control deck. This looks like the kind of hand we want against control. If we win these games, we are in for prizes. So we just need to close this one out, and that puts us into the bottom rung of prizes. And then every win after that is just gravy. Have your choice. Tome. Do you have to explore? Nope, Growth Spiral. It's just as good. Again, I don't think so. Let's set our stop. Forgot to do that. And this time, let's draw a card. It's not that they're going to give us a Mind Stone. Close enough. Oh! Whatever. That's fine. We can still get there. Arena Shuffler's like, I'm just gonna rub that in. Yeah. Yeah, with the Kai is not scary when you're not playing creatures. Hedron Archive? I'm in for a Hedron Archive. And then let's get our Guardian Idol out. So we're at 7 mana. Turn away. Their Noodle is gonna blink their oath. And that's our 8th land. I mean 8th mana source. So if they do not have an answer, we could Ugin. I think we're just gonna jam the Ugin. -5? Oop, too far. Wait, there we go. 5. 5. 5. Bye-bye.
All creation can be undone.
Put in the Thoughtseize and dropped out the Verdicts. Guess we'll start with the Spire. And if they decide to Thoughtseize us, let's see what we're playing turn 2. Nothing. Guess the Mind Stone then. Nothing. Well, if our opponent's not going to interact with us at all, we're going to do just fine. Archive. Mind Stone? I would have taken that too. On the bright side, they left us with a card that could be anything. It could be up to 4 anythings. So we'll just pass here and draw at the end of their turn. Deal. Set our stop, draw a card. Now, do we want to scry or draw a card? We'll scry. We don't need that right now. Keep missing that main phase. Click. Let's get this down, and Golos is gonna ramp us a little. We're gonna... I always have so much trouble finding this. Oh, pass it again. There it is. Need our multicolor land so we can activate him and start dumping stuff. And they're not doing anything. I think I want to draw a card. Play our Crawling Barrens. And let's activate Golos. Yep. What do we got? Oh, start with the archive, see if there's a counter. Well, they've got something. But because of our sequencing, we have enough mana to deal with it. Nice. Mega dude. Swing in with Golos, and then we can play our other Golos and get another land. Need a moment. And I'll assume we want to get a creature land here. Why can I never find the damn lands? There it is. Crawling Barrens. Kaya.
You want a job done right. Hire. When I say go, you go.
Ugin, oh dear. Really should feel bad for playing this many Ugins. I mean, over all of our games. When I originally started playing Ugin in Standard back in Scars block, he was not this good. Just amazing what years and years of Magic progress can do to make Ugin awesome. Well, we're in prizes now. Okay, every win we get after that last one is just more prize credit. So, let's see if we can just get a little more in there. We're playing against Black-White Auras. It's going to be a tough match. The Kaya's Ghost form will allow him to deal with our board wipes and our Ugin's exiling his creatures. Being on the play is a big thing because it'll help us at least get game one, and then we just have to try to close out one more. Yeah, there's the ghost form I was referring to. Ghost form protects the creature not from just being destroyed, but also from being exiled and just returns them to play. They're not going to get the auras back, but they're still going to have the creature, and then they can load it up with more. Now I'm expecting they're going to slow roll their better auras in anticipation from getting their guy wiped out. So I'm going to just try to get some cards and, well, at least filter the cards we're getting to our hand. Try to sculpt yourselves a better hand. Forsaken Monument would get us closer to Ugin, but we can't cast it yet. But I think we're still going to take it. Might actually just play the land and use the Extinction Event here. At least reset their Eidolon. Odd. And now we're going to try to top ourselves a land. Yep. It was smart of them to hold off on playing the glitters. Scry? I guess we can actually take that. And I'm just going to activate this anyway. I want to get some life later. So, play our Hedron Archive. And pass. It's flying. And they got their land. And the Ghost Form. So, the Eidolon's going to come back. Then we can get rid of it. Let's do this one. No. No. There's a 5th land. And we need to draw for the turn. Okay. Main phase. Let's play our Inventors Fair. And the Monument. We'll gain a life off the Inventors Fair next turn, so hopefully we're not dead. Ooh. 7's a scary number. It's not 13, though. And a follow-up Eidolon. Okay. Draw a card here. And scratch the card. And a second Ugin. I think I'm happy with the second Ugin. So let's drop a land, drop our first Ugin, and do -2 so that we can exile some of the ores too. Each on first. Back to 13. -2. And the one Eidolon's gonna come back.
You are too dangerous to roam free.
Yes, that was enough. I think we're going to want to maximize our extinction events. That's probably the most important card in this. Extinction Events and the... I meant the, sorry, the Shadow's Verdict. Because we don't have to name Otter even. And it has the additional benefit of exiling the creatures in the graveyard where the casting costs 3 or less. So Loris can't just get them back. We're gonna need to draw a board wipe. So we'll get down the tome and the idol. We'll scry at the end of their turn, at the beginning of our turn. And their Spirit Dancers start to get scary big. They're checking to see if the coast is clear. That's not very helpful. Bottom that. Untap. Let's try again. Still not helpful. Draw. Oh, at least we drew the card they got rid of. So, well, if they can string together some auras, we're done for. But okay, our options here are either to play the monument and have no interaction whatsoever, or to leave up the idol and have a blocker. But that's just buying time to draw a board wipe, where dropping the monument at least gives us a path to closing out the game. So I think I'm going to gamble and take the monument. I think that puts them to 10. No, they didn't put it on the Spirit Dancer. That puts them past 10. Okay, we're dead. As I said, this is not going to be an easy game. I decide if there's any changes I want to make. Yeah, let's put back one of the Extinction Events back in. Yeah, okay. goes our Extinction Event. Curses. Mind Stone. And then next turn it'll be Mind Stone and Tome. They got their answer. Set our stop. Oh, we really need a board wipe. Oh, please. Resolves. Scry. That is not a board wipe. I mean, it is, but we can't cast it. We gotta bottom this. Great. I would love to take this because we can start gaining life, but it's a real gamble. If their Spirit Dancer can just hit the right auras, we're done. But you don't win games of Magic by not gambling. Okay, opponent, are we dead? I didn't set the stop. I was distracted. Oh. Welp. I guess we'll see. We can pop the blast zone for 1. Oh god, that was such a mistake. It's been a long tournament. Yeah, and I really should have waited to do that too. I actually don't know what I was thinking. I must really be just getting tired. Let's just play this. Get some life. And honestly, we can draw a card and see if it would have mattered. It really wouldn't have mattered. Okay. We're probably dead here. I mean, we're definitely dead here, right? Yeah. They just replay that. That puts their guy to... Yeah, 7. Good games. Mistakes were made, but hey, we prized, we did well, and those were really, really good games. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you back here next week. Bye-bye.